Hello everyone and welcome back to Dark Souls 2. My name is Revonlieke and let's continue on. We get some summon signs already. I don't really need those. But yeah, where we left off last episode was some item descriptions, I believe. Sublime Bone Dust for one. I'm gonna go through these real fast and hopefully get something done on this episode as well. Charred ashen bones. Cast them into the far fire in Majula to increase the HP restored with each use of your flask. They say these are the remains of saint who cast himself into the bonfire, but we will never know for sure, for Soot and Ashen tell no story. And I believe we mixed this one for the Estus flask shards. I believe so. On the maybe first episode that we did. No, the second episode. I believe we mixed it completely to that. So Sublime Bone Dust is indeed the person or the chosen undead that has always thrown himself or herself into the fire to create more fire, because in Dark Souls lore the fire always keeps fading and the darkness will always try to overcome the fire age. And that is very interesting. There is very lore heavy stuff in there, and one of the main things is that the Age of Dark is actually the Age of Men. And the Age of Fire is actually the Age of Gods. And it is interesting in that aspect because through Dark Souls 1, the Chosen Undead kinda learns that even if it's the Age of Fire, the world is like good. Even though the people have the curse and stuff, you learn that the overall world, overall, it is good, even though there are evil creatures and stuff like that. But you learn that the Age of Dark is actually like really damn like dark. And that is something that the Chosen Undead has ever since from Dark Souls 1 always kept on throwing themselves into the fire to cast more fire and try to prolong that Age of Fire. And Gwyn, the last boss of Dark Souls 1, was the first one to do that, and there was a reason for it, even though Gwyn was a god. But I think that kinda effects on all of the Chosen Undead after that. So let's level up a little bit here. God dang it, what should we do? I kinda don't want to... Let's go that on 10 for now, cause we need faith anyhow. Maybe adaptability? But adaptability, if you want to know about this, you really want to look at your agileness. And when your agility reaches to 105, that is the sweet spot of agility basically. That makes your agility similar to Dark Souls 1. And that is what a lot of people are used to, and that's something you'd want from your character most of the time. Of course, if you're used to adaptability like 15, it's completely fine. But yeah, let us actually increase maybe our equipment burden if we can. We cannot. Alright, that's fine. Just go with faith then. Use those 14,000 souls. And I actually did do... Now that we are actually here, sorry, we can see that Creighton is here. I believe his name was Creighton.
Oh, so you finally decided to join us. Let us resume our exploration of sorcery.
Carhillan of the Fold. Yeah, not Creighton. Carhillan. And you can reinforce your Pyromancy Flame that we got actually, that we need to actually equip. But that is something you can do through Carhillan, but you can also...
The forces of magic and souls lie dormant in this land. It is a fitting place to hone my sorceries. I suspect that I may even conjure up new spells here. Sorcery is yet a mystery, even to me. Let us mature together, young pupil. Use scrolls to unleash the power of sorceries. But the power of each scroll is reliant on that of its owner. The untrained cannot wield a scroll to its proper potential. Never forget, young pupil, there are no shortcuts to master.
Right, I believe all of his dialogue is the same that it is in No Man's Wharf, so he doesn't change his dialogue that much. But yeah, you can also learn pyromancy from her, and people do suspect that she is actually the pupil, the first pupil of, or student of Carhillan, and for the most part I do believe that kinda, but you can clearly see this kind of interaction from all of the NPCs in Dark Souls 2. The NPCs are so close together, yet they don't ever really talk to each other.
Hello again. I finally tracked down my teacher. But I've decided to keep at it alone. I need to see what I can achieve by myself. Master Carillion and I are from Malphia to the south, a land lush with sorcery and pyromancy. Master Carillion polished his art at one of our renowned magic academies. But he argued that the academies were terrible places to learn magic. This quite angered Master Glocken, my previous teacher.
There you have it.
Be safe.
Even though she says Master Carhillion, she also mentions Master Glocken. And the first time we meet, what was your name?
Hello.
Rosabeth. She says that
Where are you?
she says that her master left her alone once, probably at the moment that she got petrified or something. But it is never mentioned that was it Carhillion or was it the other master, whatever, Kogath or whatever his name was.
Once Master Carillion spoke excitedly of this land. He made talk of the remnants of some great power and the deep abyss that surrounds it. I tried to ask more, but he didn't seem to hear. I'll never be good enough, will I? It was a perilous trek across... Be safe.
There you have it. The last dialogue that she says does indeed, in my mind at least, prove that Carhillion was the teacher that she left with in the Majula, or in the Drang Lake. But I do remember reading, at least in Dark Souls 2 wiki, that it is only suspected that Carhillion is her master.
Hello.
If you want to correct me on that, you completely can, and I will totally support that. But yeah, here's some pyromancies. We do want all of these as well, 5 seeds especially, because it increases the... You can reinforce your pyromancy flame.
But I need Master. But he. This quite. Be safe.
There you go. Alright, so what we want to do is equip the pyromancy flame. Man, it's already been 10 minutes, god dang it. Go over here and pyromancy flame and put that there. What else, what else, what else? I should be using these, but I won't because I don't really need to. And then we will burn the sublime bone dust here. So this is different to the Estus flask shards. So it just strengthens the Estus flask. So you heal more with each jug of Estus. Then you can attune spells. We only have fireballs, so let's just attune that. And there you go. You can use it. Let's see if we have any. We don't have any. Alright. So we can continue on for now. I believe we don't have much else to do for now. Sorry, drinking water and stuff gets my throat all clogged up and need to burp all of the time. Alright. The things I say in my YouTube videos. So this area, I've been watching a lot of streams lately and this area comes way too often on those episodes. You can see there's an archer. You can shoot if you want to. I believe we cannot shoot. Oh my god. Yo. Get owned. Ow. Ew, that hurt. Alright. I believe we can indeed shoot this guy. There you go. It takes a little bit of effort in how to shoot your bow in this game. It is rather hard. Especially with mouse and keyboard. Get owned! Man, this area. Pick up the item. In this area you really want to be kind of careful, cause if you go haphazard into areas and you don't know what's actually coming up, you're gonna have a lot of trouble here. So you can see there's a dude. You can just shoot through here. You can also destroy this if you shoot it enough. Right, just destroy already. There you go. Just to get that thing out of my way. And then there's dogs. They don't actually get to come up on this little platform here, so you're completely safe on this. There you go. And there's a dog, couple of dogs actually. I'm trying to destroy this platform as well. We are losing a lot of that soul actually. Alright. A lot of arrows, but that's fine. I do love the, like I said on, I believe after the Pursuer fight, I did say that I do love the animations of the enemies in this game, especially when they get so far out that they are like GIF animations. I do love that for some reason. But yeah, here we go. do it this way. I really recommend you do it this way, because we are going to have a little bit of a problem here. So let's see. Get down here. Maybe instead of equipping a... Let's see if we can actually... shoot that dog first, before anything else. Alright, so once you get through this area, something happens. Or should happen. Why aren't you happening? Why aren't you happening? Did I do all of this for nothing? Really? Really? God effing dang it. I was so sure that Pursuer would actually invade us here. Why the heck is he not... Do you need to do it in a correct order? I believe so. I believe that is the thing. Esther Flash Shard, Large Titanite Shard. That's kinda sad that you need to do it in correct order to let him invade you. That is real sad, man. Oh well, it doesn't really matter that much. Get this guy over here before he destroys everything. Oh man, that was close. There's another guy over here. And that's how you get through that area. Flame butterflies. You don't actually need to go there and shoot them or kill them with your blade. Don't need to do that at all. Royal Greatsword. I was kinda sad about that Pursuer. But yeah, he can invade you in different areas of the game. Get owned! Get owned! Get owned! There you go. Trying some magic tricks. Alright, so here is a interesting thing. What you can do is try and walk slowly here. Get him to push that, but it wasn't. It wasn't, or it didn't go as well as I planned. Oh well. You can go from the other side as well once you find the bonfire, but you really need that barrel to kinda hit on this wall, so you can then find a bonfire over there. Sorry, I'm speaking kinda, or my English is kinda lacking currently. I'm not really, I'm trying my best, but it seems like I'm having troubles, I guess. Cold pine resin. Luckily this area isn't that hard overall, other than the area with all of the dogs and stuff. That's kinda oh my god. I can also do fireballs. I can do this as well, but I at least hit with my fireballs. God dang it. Alright. Over there you don't want to go just yet, because if you go there you cannot get back. But what you can do is go over here. Oh my god. And yeah, this isn't, if you've been wondering, this isn't a blind playthrough at all. Large Titanite Shard. And who's over there? Oh my god. That's interesting. Open this little chest first. antiquated key.
I thought that might be you. You haven't changed a bit, have you? The longer I am here, the more madness I discover. A wretched place indeed, but not without traces of its former glory. What could have caused such degradation?
Indeed.
Ah, yes. I have not thanked you for humoring me the other day. This is for you.
Thank you.
I have no idea what it is.
That's really interesting. You could kind of think about it as a sarcasm, that she doesn't really know what it is, but I do believe that she actually isn't, she doesn't have the dark side. And we've already discovered, or rather I've discovered, or I know that the dark side isn't actually something that every single undead has, but the curse exists on every person. But the dark sign itself doesn't appear on everyone, and that dark sign, I believe, is the one that seals or makes you your soul unable to leave your body, and you are reborn over and over again. Whereas those that don't have the dark sign keep hollowing until they lose all sanity. And Lucatil is one of them, and she doesn't really understand what the humanity is, because that is basically or what the, what is it? Can't remember. Human effigy, yeah. Because she doesn't really need it at all.
Our land of Mirror is surrounded by enemies and constantly at war. There is only one way up in Mirror. Join the Order and prove yourself in battle. My family had little fortune and no name. I had to carve out a piece of the world for myself. With two things: my sword and my loyalty to my lord. I was raised to wield a sword from birth. Life was hard, but I never gave it a second thought. I had swift success on the battlefield and quickly attained respectable stature. And then I came here to... Have you heard of the undead? These poor souls affected by the curse. An undead gradually loses his humanity until his wits degrade completely. Finally, he turns hollow and preys upon others. And a hollow can never be human again. One can skirt this wicked fate only with the help of the souls found here. Assuming, of course, that the legends are true. I can only hope that they are.
There you have it. She removes her mask, and underneath she reveals that she indeed is hollowing as well, partially. That is also interesting. And it seems, at least, that's not open from this side. That's actually really interesting. That is really interesting. We need to do it that way. Oh my god. Alright. Might as well do it that way then. Do we have any branch of yore? I suspect we don't have any branches of yore. Nope. Alright, we are going to do it that way then. This wasn't actually something you should have done right now. You could have, and with any luck, you could have gotten that wall to be broken. But for us, we didn't have such luck, so this was kind of impossible for us. But we did get the antiquated key, and I believe that... Oh, there you are! Now you're showing yourself. God dang it, man. Now you're showing yourself. After all this trouble. I was trying to parry. God dang it. Just die, please. Drink Estus. Since we don't have any or a better shield, I'm not going to try and parry him. Even though the other shields we've been trying to use are also medium shield. There you go. Twinkling Titanite. We did use I believe it was the small leather shield. So I will show this to you guys now. Not completely sure if I'm able to. So this shield here is a medium shield, but its parry frame is the same as this one, even though this looks like a buckler or something, a small shield rather, but its parry is completely same. But this here is actually a buckler and the animation is different. There you go. And that's the basic idea of how the animations go with parrying. Also, I needed to show you guys about the roll animations. So we are currently fat rolling. That's basically what we are doing now. If we remove enough stuff from our inventory, we start to do a medium roll or a normal roll. But I believe the recovery time is what matters here. So if we truly remove every possible thing, I'm not completely sure about this. No, it's still the same. Alright, that's good to know, because I was confusing the... Where's my triangle egg? There. I was confusing the two games, as I always do. In Dark Souls 1 you actually got a very light roll as well, on top of all of it. So you go, and this one needs to go here, and this one here. Alright. So in Dark Souls 1 you could also get a very light roll, but that's basically it. So here's the antiquated key. There's also a lot of dogs over there. There you go. Is there any more of the dogs? Any of the dogs over here? There's one of these guys at least. Alright, I think we are closing on to the limit here, so we will go through or leave this area for now. We don't really need to go there yet. What I want to do is completely different, so we will go to the bonfire for now and rest and go to this area from the other direction that we couldn't go just yet. I believe that is a good decision to do, even though, well, it's better that way, because we also can go into that last area that we visited with the dogs. We can also enter that area another route, so I might as well show that as well. So yes, if you liked the video, hit that like button. If you didn't, you know what to do. And if you feel like these videos are worth it, please do subscribe and you can see these videos in the future as well. And for now, I will bid you all farewell and see you guys on the next episode. So bye bye.